Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Pitstick at soulproof.com talking about euthanasia. That word means literally good death, and we talked about some under suicide, not the unforgivable sin. I want to talk a bit more about it. As we discussed, as our technology evolves, there's a gap between our bioethics, our morality, and what technology can do, so that more and more people are being kept alive in a hopelessly vegetative state. If you've been around one of these people, you realize how sad this is, how costly, how there's no dignity. And so death is not an end, and it's not a bad thing. But death without dignity can be a very bad thing. And you know what I'm talking about if you've been around it. So I encourage people to talk about these things, look at the full picture. Also realize there's a monetary factor involved. Every person who's kept alive, put through all these tests, given all these heroic treatments at the end of life, it's just a multi-billion dollar a year business, $2.6 trillion per year in the U.S. total, quote, healthcare costs. So I have to put that into the big picture. When I worked in hospitals many years ago, I had an experience 3 different times with patients who never had visitors. I worked with these people for about 3-4 weeks straight. They were in comas, no hope of recovery, multiple system failure, brain, liver, kidneys, heart, lungs, filled with pneumonia. We would suction and breathing treatments every hour, and they were just vegetables, really. And again, no signs of cards, visitors, flowers. And after some time, I saw this, and it just came to me to just have a talk with them. I was in theology school at the time, reading Kubler-Ross's work, and realizing that people may be afraid to die. They may be afraid to reach out to the light or don't even know about the light. So I just spoke to them, and because hearing is often the last sense to go, and just said, if you want to continue living, wonderful, we'll keep taking care of you as best we can. But if you're ready to go, let it go. Trust God. Don't be afraid. Look around you. You'll see light there. Go toward the light. Enter the light. You might see beloved ones who have passed on before you. They're here to greet you. They're here to help you pass on. And I would just talk with them like that a little bit. Each of the times I did that, the person passed on within 24 hours. And after 3 times, it kind of freaked me out because there was a Cincinnati snuffer going on at the same time, so I ran killing people, and I thought, my God, what if what I'm doing gets misconstrued as that? But it was valuable information to see how sometimes a person in a vegetative state might be ready. They just need a word to help them remember how things are set up and where they're going. I spoke years ago with a Peruvian priest, a shaman, and he was describing me that in their high country, where they still follow the sacred ways, that people can die at will. And oftentimes they would hold a big party, a big celebration, and then when it was time, they would lay down and they would just breathe slowly and deeply, and then they would exhale, and that would be it. They wouldn't inhale again. This is very important information. I want to share more about that with you, so we'll pick this up in the next video. But for now, be sure to visit our website, soulproof.com, free email newsletter, free articles on all these topics, euthanasia and others.